about active runner in relationship and also the passive runner in relationships. This is often a topic or brings up some sort of questions in especially soulmate and twin flame topics, even though it can include family, coworkers, and partners. So, an active runner is the type that would have more control. They have them and their needs constantly on your mind, and you're gonna do more for them because you feel you have to, or it's gonna turn you off and you're gonna feel like you don't want to reach out or initiate anything. So that's the unhealthy part. The active runner will want you to be similar to a servant to them. They'll want a lot of flattery, excessive admiration. They want you to be attentive. They want you to recognize their actions and praise those actions. Sometimes a runner wants you to praise the fact that they're making some kind of contact, or somehow worship them by missing them. So they want you to comply with their extreme boundaries. So if they're running away, they want you to comply with, they're not going to be available. When they're running away, you might have to comply with, you only get to do one text message, or you can only talk to them once a month. So similar things like that. Part of some examples are they might have avoiding traits. You'll see more selfishness. They will want you to be more flexible, want you to have unconditional forgiveness. They want you to have unconditional love. Now, with the unconditional forgiveness, is really hard to cope with if you're dealing with an active runner, because you have to determine whether you need to give forgiveness. Well, you give forgiveness, but whether or not you should allow that forgiveness to make you a doormat, or if that forgiveness is helping the situation. And unconditional love, well, that's not always a healthy thing for a runner to want, because they will expect you to love them even though you will have certain conditions, like I don't want you to have multiple partners could be, a condition to love somebody. Finances could be a condition to love somebody. So, or personality traits. So they will want you to have unconditional love with them regardless. So it will be easy for them to be more abusive, confrontational, and or neglectful. This could be intentional or not intentional based on how they can handle their emotions, how they respond, and their coping skills. So the runner can run back and forth from partners, coworkers, bosses, and family. They will play, or most likely play, multiple sides or multiple people. So when they feel a certain way or they're not liking something, sometimes especially a runner will think it's easier to do a different thing or go a different direction than actually maturing and growing on a spiritual level by working things out with the person that, loves them, cares for them, works with them, is their boss. Usually, the active runner will flee from any of your desires and your availability. So, for example, if you desire affection, they may, run from that affection. If you desire communication, they may not give you that communication. Those are some examples. And availability has a lot to do with flexibility. Are you willing to change your schedule? Are you willing to do these things? Are you willing to cancel a vacation so that you're there, if they even come around? So they want you to be emotionally available and also available for them to vent on you or confront you about your own flaws. So a passive runner focuses on people that are not you. So you might see that they will take care of people who stand them up or, ignore them, treat them improper, abuse them. While you get to sit there and you've done all these things for them and they're focusing on these other people. A passive runner can also focus on extreme work to where they're not available to focus on you, and their emotions have been put to the side or behind them, so they can't even see it very well in their peripheral vision to want to focus on it and or take care of it. It's easier for them to do that as a passive runner. So a passive runner might seem distant, aloof, avoidant, and have strict boundaries that restrict you from any kind of compromise. And they have a big lack of empathy, not because they can't empathize, not because they don't love you, not because they don't care. It's their focus is not on empathy with you.